It's 11:42 at night. I'm at my kitchen table in the dark. The only light is my phone, and the balance on the screen says $83. It's the 19th. Rent is due in 11 days. And here's the part that messes with my head. I make more money than I ever have in my life. A $6,000 raise came through last spring. I should feel better than this. I feel worse. So why does my account still hit zero before the month is even over? 4 things were quietly eating every raise I got, and the worst part wasn't the money. It was that I'd stopped being able to look at it. If you've ever made more money and somehow ended up more stressed, not less, this is for you. For a long time, I was sure the problem was me, that I was just bad with money. By the end of this, I'll show you the one number that finally proved I wasn't. It took about 10 minutes to find. So let me show you exactly where my raise went. When the raise hit, I'll be honest, it felt incredible for about 2 weeks. My take-home went up around $500 a month. And that first paycheck, I just sat there staring at the number thinking, okay, finally, a little room to breathe. So I made a completely reasonable decision. My old apartment was fine, but there was a nicer place 2 blocks over for $250 more a month. The car that stressed me out every time it made a noise, I traded up $160 more a month. And then the general loosening that happens when you feel like you've got a little space, a few more DoorDash nights, a couple of things I'd been putting off, maybe another $90 a month in small stuff that all felt completely justified. That's $500. Gone. Exactly the raise. Absorbed in about 3 weeks of normal feeling decisions. And here's the part that got me. The nicer apartment stopped feeling nicer within a month. The new car stopped feeling new. The upgrades I made to feel better just became the new baseline, and I was right back to the same feeling, now with higher fixed costs locked in. After a while, a raise doesn't feel like money. It feels like permission. Permission to relax your grip a little. And the second you relax, your expenses fill the space, every single time. But that was only the first thing eating the raise. Because even if I'd kept my life exactly the same, something else was already bleeding me out. Think about how many subscriptions you're paying for right now. Actually, guess the number before you keep watching. I would have guessed around $40 a month. Then I sat down and went through my statements line by line, and it was 11 of them. 11. About $220 a month, and I was actively using 4. The reason you don't feel them is that they're built to be invisible. They don't all bill on the same day, they're spread across the month, so there's never one big hit, just a slow, quiet drain that never trips the alarm in your head. A little charge on the 3rd, another on the 11th, another on the 17th. By the time I was halfway through the month, I'd lost $80, and I honestly couldn't tell you where it went. Then there were the fees the leak set off, an $80 gym membership I used twice, a $30 late fee because I missed a due date by 1 day, buy now, pay later splits running 3 at once, with deductions landing from every direction. And the one that really got me, the day I actually hit zero, a charge went through anyway, a $35 overdraft fee, for a $12 subscription I forgot I had. None of it felt like real money in the moment. It's all designed to feel forgettable, but it added up to a kind of broke that has nothing to do with how much you earn. So now lifestyle creep was eating the raise and the leaks were bleeding the rest. But there was a third thing, and this one I didn't choose at all. My lease came up for renewal. Same apartment, same unit, same everything. I opened it expecting the same number, and it was $180 more a month. I read it twice. I didn't upgrade. The price just went up. Same story everywhere I looked. The grocery run that used to cost $100 was $120 now, and I was walking out with less in the bag. The package quietly shrank while the price held. My car insurance went up $40 a month, and I hadn't had a single accident. These weren't choices I made. The floor just rose underneath me. When I added up a year of those increases, rent, insurance, groceries all creeping up, it came to a few $100s a month I never agreed to spend. Stack that on top of the creep and the leaks, and the raise wasn't moving me forward at all. It was barely holding me in place. And there was still one more layer, the one nobody talks about because it's the most uncomfortable. It's also the one that took me the longest to see, and the reason that one number ended up mattering so much. When things got tight, I stopped looking. I'd open the banking app, see a number I didn't want to see, and close it. Because looking made it real, and real felt like failure. So I'd go whole weeks just not knowing, which meant I couldn't make a single good decision because I had no idea what I was actually working with. One time my card got declined at the grocery store. I said, "Oh, use this one," calm, like it was a choice, and quietly put half the cart back like I'd changed my mind. I don't think the cashier noticed. I noticed. And the days I hit zero, the actual worst days, those were the days I'd order DoorDash. Not because I was reckless. Because I was exhausted and stressed, and a $20 meal felt like the one thing I could control. It felt good for about an hour. Then I'd wake up the next morning feeling worse, $20 lighter, carrying a little more shame than the night before. The shame made me not want to look. Not looking made me spend for relief. Spending for relief made it worse. Worse made me more ashamed. I wasn't bad with money. I was caught in a loop that's built to keep you in the loop. So here's where the relief actually came from. One number. It took about 10 minutes. I took my monthly take-home, $3,700, and I wrote down everything that left my account automatically before I made a single decision. Rent, car payment, insurance, utilities, phone, the minimum debt payments, the subscriptions, even the gym, the part that only feels fixed because it's automatic. All of it together came to $3,160. Gone on autopilot every single month. Which left me $540 for everything else. Groceries, gas, any emergency, any kind of life at all. And groceries and gas alone ran me about $700. So before I made a single bad decision, I was already $160 underwater. There is no willpower fix for that. You cannot discipline your way out of negative $160. And that was the moment the shame broke. Because I was never bad with money. There was barely any money left to be bad with. The creep ate the raise. The leaks bled the rest. The rising floor took what was left. And the shame kept me from ever seeing the real number clearly enough to do anything about it. This was never about my character. It's about the design. The subscriptions, the automatic billing, the price increases, the buy now, pay later traps. None of it is an accident. It's built to be invisible. And the only way to fight something invisible is to drag it into the light. So here's the one thing I'd ask you to do this week. Not a budget, not a whole life overhaul, just this. Find your auto out number. Add up everything that leaves your account automatically before you choose anything. That single number will tell you more about where you really stand than any budgeting app ever has. Then pick one or two things on that automatic list. A subscription you forgot about, the gym, and kill them this week. Not with willpower. By cutting the automatic side. Because the day you actually measure it, broke stops being a feeling and turns into a problem you can move. If this hit close to home, drop a comment and tell me where you are in it. The lifestyle creep, the leaks, the rising floor, or the shame spiral. I go through every single one, and they tell me what to make next. Commenting takes less time than the DoorDash you almost ordered tonight.